whispering. There we go. Hello, everyone. Goodbye, Bainey. I don't know if you guys even got just even a glimpse of him, because he just bailed out on me. Welcome on in to my vacation manicure, which I really intended to get started a couple hours ago. But, finishing packing had to take priority, but obviously still need to get my nails done. So, let me send out a quick tweet in a Discord. I'm like drawing such a blank here. My brain is on like every other subject. I mean, I know what I'm doing here, but like just composing a tweet is like blowing my mind right now. What is it? It's multi-chrome magnetic manicure. Okay, tweet. That wasn't hard. Let's do the same thing, except in Discord. Hey Amethyst. Okay. Everyone. It's like alliterative also. And of course, if you are in the future watching this on YouTube, you can come follow over at twitch.tv/Colette MSLP. You can see where I like, well, if the camera would focus, you could see I accidentally touched the magnet last time when we were doing this. This is what we're going to be doing here in a minute. Camera's kind of having a little bit of... It's a lot of very autumn tones in the multi-chrome. And then also... Oh, I only have the black out. Where's the blue? Here's the blue. I need you guys to help me decide. Like, I need to literally decide right now, this very instant. Hey, Jen. Hey, son. On my toes. Black or blue? Black or blue? Blue, are you doing weird things in there? Blue is doing kind of weird things. We're going with black. I should look at that a little bit later. See what exactly is going on in there. Too late. Everybody wants blue, and I've already just vetoed it. Oops. Okay, so what had happened was I didn't get my pedicure done. So we're going to be doing a mani and a pedi, but you guys don't get to see the pedi. Because, well, like, I can't actually find it listed anywhere in Twitch's community guidelines in terms of service. Like, it's kind of a generally accepted rule not to show your feet on stream. So you guys will just have to use your imagination or something. Yeah, well, it's like you can see at the top, like where it's you know, it's empty. When I turn it upside down, like it should fill in. Like it's gotten quite thick. Like it's not moving around much. Yeah. So I don't know if it just needs like a really good firm shake or if it needs some polish thinner or what kind of attention it needs. But I don't have the time to give it attention right now. So I love my little footrest. It is actually kind of excellent for doing pedicures. Just so I don't have to like, you know, lean all the way over to the floor or, you know, something like that. So hopefully this won't be super, super awkward. Hopefully. Oh, I kind of wish I had... Well, actually, okay, wait. If I pull out the footrest like that, then I can see. So, how's everybody doing? I am going to prep my toes just like I would prep my fingers. And with a little bit of acetone. And then I'm going to put on a base coat. And while that dries, I'm going to give a little bit of attention on the cuticles here. Because they haven't really had any attention. I just took off the silver, which wore so poorly. I don't know why. It was very frustrating. Um, but I didn't really give the cuticles any attention. And like my toes didn't get as much attention as maybe they really would appreciate to have, but I mean, just a fresh coat of paint on there will work miracles and also illusions. Just have the illusion of a good pedicure. Okay. The base I'm going to be using is this. I really like this. I don't know if they make it anymore. I'm not sure if the base has been renamed or if their base they have now is different from this. Hey, Befflor. We are working on a quick pedicure on the side here. Because, I mean, it's California. So the odds of me wearing sandals at some point are pretty high. Can't go out there with no pedicure. I mean, I could technically, like if the world were having an apocalypse or something. But I see no reason to do so now. Okay. Halfway done with base. Why does it feel like easier to paint one foot than the other foot? Maybe I should I use my left hand on my left foot? Would that make things easier? I think that would make things harder. I mean, I can paint my right hand with my left hand, but I've never tried giving myself a pedicure with my offhand. That seems like a kind of weird and yet also kind of brilliant idea. So, after Christmas last year, I don't actually remember, was it before or after New Year's, you guys, that I cut my nails all off? From that time until now, I had 0 patches until now. And I'm kind of sad about it. Both my middle nails are patched. Both have already failed once and I had to redo them. And I'm very sad about it. Hey, Caters. You do, son. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, a little bit of quick cuticle attention while that base coat dries on my toes. We're going to be doing the same thing we did with the last couple of magnetics of these. And the one that I wore most recently, the fuchsia one, wore for an entire week with 0 chipping or anything. So I'm hoping really hard that I get that same kind of wear out of this. Yeah, that's why I was just feeling like it was kind of awkward, son. Like, especially, like, the pinky toe. Like, I manage, but it just feels super awkward. Base coat doesn't really take that long to dry. I'll do cuticles on this hand. Then I'll do a coat of black. Then I'll do the cuticles on the other hand. Then I'm torn on whether I want to do 1 or 2 layers of holo, like linear or flaky, or linear and flaky. Yeah, this is a fairly simple manicure, but I would not count this one under a quick manicure because we're going to have to be a little bit patient with the magnet. But hopefully we've learned our lesson with magnets the last couple times and we know what we're doing. And we won't have to do like any do-overs or anything like that. I'm hoping that it all just goes real nice and smoothly. Which maybe I shouldn't have said that. Let me knock on wood. Hey, Doubtful. So yeah, for anyone, I haven't really shown, but this is, I guess I showed once. This is all stuck on my tool. This is what we're going to be using. And it's magnetic, and it's going to be awesome. And there's duochrome colors in there. And they're very, like, fall and beautiful and gold and green and brown. And this magnet is so strong that, like, which is great. I mean, it's wonderful. It's a good thing. Okay, finish these cuticles, do a coat of black, do the next cuticles. I gotta like just really keep myself on track. I'm a bit scattered. I hate traveling. I think I've mentioned that before. Like once I get there, like it's fun, it's great, but like the actual traveling portion is such a pain in the butt. Especially with like worrying my airport, the security checkpoint. One of them is under construction, so they only have like half the capacity they usually do. So it's like getting conflicting answers on how early I need to arrive to the airport, like 2 hours or 3 hours. And even if it's only 2 hours, my flight boards at 8:05. And so that means like getting there at like 6:05, which means like it's going to take a half hour on the light rail to get down there. So getting to the light rail by like 5:30, which means like leaving my house like 5 o'clock. I don't know. It's early. It's like the ass crack of dawn. And I did just like staying up, but then I can't sleep on a plane. So then I would just be like having the worst day ever of like no sleep. So we'll see what time it is when we finish up the manicure. The original plan was to do a little bit of Holo Night afterwards, but like we're already, it's like after 9. Of course, like my ability to go to sleep is also a thing. I tried to short myself on sleep last night so that I would want to go to bed early tonight. And my problem, as it so often is that I am tired but I am not sleepy, you know? So I don't know. Which I think is a problem, honestly, when I think about it, that I've had since I was a kid. Because, like, I clearly remember my mom telling me stuff like, even if you can't fall asleep, you're still resting. Like, as a child. So this isn't like an adult-only problem. Yeah. I mean, you guys know I'm not a morning person, like, at all. Oh, we got a very wonky brush hair going on here. Get out of here. There. Okay. It's also striking me as just a little bit odd as I think about it for 2 seconds that yes, I did just put my foot up on the desk. Can't see down there. Like on my nails, I automatically start on my left side. Oh, I'm being so messy, you guys. This is a disaster. I should have put my foot up here earlier. You guys can't see anything over here anyway. I'm disgusted with my toenail painting skills or lack thereof. It's a little bit harder to get this one like over there. I guess really it was like the big toe I was having trouble with, which seems like backwards. Like you should have more trouble painting the little toe, but anyway, I forget where I was rambling on about that, but you know, I was already very anxious about the trip, and then had the fender bender on Friday, and that just like confirmation of your anxiety. Like, yeah, there's tons of shit to worry about. Please worry about it all the time. And that just set me back, like, time-wise also, because like, when you get in an accident, you kind of don't want to fucking do anything the rest of the day. You know, that's kind of interesting, son. I've never heard that before. But it kind of makes sense. Okay. That looks pretty good. And because it's one coat black, guess what? We don't have to do another coat. Yeah, the hamster wheel. I mean, I call it that for a reason. It's like you just keep going and going and going and going over the same shit. And gee, I thought about that already. Let's think about it again. And you like one of the thoughts that's on the hamster wheel, of course, is, man, this is dumb. But that's not helpful. Not helpful information. I mean, I guess so. I don't... I mean, I still spend a lot of time laying in bed waiting to fall asleep. Sometimes it's like I don't really have an in-between. Maybe most people don't. I either fall right asleep or I lay there for a long time. And I can tell, like, how long I lay there because I'll set my little Google thingy to play me rain sounds for, a set period of time. So if those sounds stop and I'm still awake, that's a problem. So I don't know. As much as and I think that's like partly where my staying up late started to come from, but it's also just because I like being up at night. But like trying to wait until I'm tired enough that I think certainly I'll fall directly asleep and not have to lay around in bed. Kitty. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've got, all this shit. I mean, I'm not in bed on the computer, but... Oh my god, that ice cold water is delicious. Can't recall last time I had such delicious ice cold water. I must be parched and thirsty and didn't realize it. Because that's when water really just be tasting the absolute best. And also, yes, hello kitty. We're cleaning up my cuticles a little bit while we are doing like the world's quickest pedicure. And then we're going to do a magnetic multi-chrome manicure for my trip to protect my poor nails. They're actually not too bad. It's probably a good thing that I had shortened them a little bit, or the breaks might have actually been worse. Because like at different lengths, the weak point or the point where your nail's going to bend when put under stress kind of change. So when they're longer, they tend to be worse. At least for me. That has been my experience. Okay. Sorry you guys can't see this, and I just need a little bit of a more awkward angle than the camera will currently allow. And I think I'm going to have to go in here with the nippers. Oh, maybe not. No, probably so. Yes, kitty. Off to LA. We were just talking a minute ago about how ridiculously early I gotta get up for this airport bullshit. Like, how have we not figured out how to streamline this shit yet? Like, I don't know. It's just goddamn absurd to me that, like, the possibility of having to show up 3 hours ahead of time is a thing. And, like, a part of me is like, just do the 2 hours. And then another part of me is like, yeah, and miss your goddamn flight. But, other than not wanting to just, like, end up way too early there and just be sitting around, like I said, just, like, literally the capability to be functional at that hour of the morning is not usually in my repertoire. Yeah, make it longer and longer and then have construction and close half of it. True story. In Minneapolis right now. So, I mean, to me, it's just like, okay, if you close a lane over here, you close 2 lanes over here, you close 3 lanes over here, you open up a few fucking more lanes over here. I see you have the lanes, they're empty. So if they haven't done that, then I literally don't understand. I literally don't understand. But at least it's not like the very start of it. Like, they seem to have figured it out a little bit more. But I'm worried about it because it's out of my control. Like, the best I can do is get myself there as early as possible and cross my fingers that that is good enough and that I don't run into any, like, ridiculous problems. And, you know, I'll be much happier once I'm through that, like, and on time. But then I get to fly, and I don't know, I'm not, like, phobic, and I don't get sick or anything. I don't enjoy it, and I can't relax. I wish I could just, like, fall asleep, you know, the whole way over. But I got my music, I got my headphones, or maybe there'll be, like, a movie or something to watch. So that's some good movies on airplanes. Just something to, like, distract and, you know, zone out for 4 hours. Yeah. Like, and the thing is, like, MSP is supposed to be a pretty nice airport. Also, usually I fly into San Francisco, so I've never been to LAX, and everybody's like, oh, LAX sucks. So I'm like, great. Got that to look forward to. Alright, Okay, I have a question out of my own curiosity that just occurred to me. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. Like, you know, I won't be mad if you don't answer. On a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked up is your pinky toe? And if you have, like, a normal pinky toe, you can just get out of here, because who are you? Like, isn't everybody's pinky toe just a little bit weird? I'm just thinking this as I sit here trying to paint it. I'd give my pinky maybe like a 7.5. Because it's like kind of sidewaysy. Okay. I've seen people with, like, how is your pinky toe not weird? So I know it's possible. This is a super awkward angle. I don't think, like, I mean, it's good that you can't see, but you can't, like, I kind of wish that you couldn't see what I was doing, but you could tell how awkward it was for me to do. Does that make any sense? For this, we're just going to have to hope and be convinced that putting a Holo taco on really just does make it all better. And that my toes are just too sparkly for any possible fucked up spots to be visible. The new Aladdin. I've got real mixed feelings over all these Disney live action remakes lately. Like, Disney, what are you doing? Are there no new Disney movies? Just only live action remakes? And some of them, like, I don't know, like, there's one I saw an ad for Lady and the Tramp. And it's creepy, I think. I'm not a fan of the CGI. Yeah, well, and the Will Smith genie, too, is kind of, like, weird and creepy. Like, at first it was like, oh, yeah, that's a great idea. And then it was like, oh, or was it? Okay. Like, and of course, like, this is important not only for aesthetics, but for wear purposes, which is the real reason why I'm, like, trying to give it a minute to do good. Because anywhere there's cuticle stuck on the nail plate is a place that polish cannot stick on the nail plate. It's going to stick on the cuticle dead part, which is flaky and not made for polish adhesion. Tall. Hey, cow. What is that little blue bob? I feel like I need... Oh, it's supposed to be a genie! Relevant. Did I not? I never did. I don't have my notifications up here in case anything were to happen. Should probably be able to see that. Alright, that's better. Okay, so for those of you just joining, hello. To bring you up to speed, we're going to be doing this. Oh, look, we did that a long time ago. It's just been sitting here and the magnet is still like on there. We also have like this round end, but I like the line way better. I mean, you can do stuff like that. Do it like that one that Moon Bandit posted. Make it look like a French tip, but I feel like I would never be quite happy with like how centered it was. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, the curve is not symmetrical. Because we barely can get a straight line symmetrical. Okay. So, I think I'm going to do both holos on my toes. The linear and the flaky. Because why not? Why not? Did I rate my own toe? Oh yeah, I gave it a 7.5 for its sideways lean. Or maybe, oh, beautiful Holo, where did you land on my floor? Right here. Big gob of wet polish sinking into the carpet. Great. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Because, like, there are little toes that don't even have a nail. Or that barely have any nail. Like, just have, like, the little tiniest of nails. And I actually have a pretty decent nail. Oh, this is just going to be very sparkly. Dino would 100% approve. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I feel like I'm not having like the greatest, most even, most beautiful application. But you know what? They're toes. Nobody should be looking as close at my toes as I'm looking at them right now. Look at these from 4 or 5 feet away. You'll be amazed. I'm trying to account for short people, but like probably more than 4 feet. More like 5 or 6 feet away. Wow. Like, you can just glom it on there and it'll still be beautiful, you guys. Now, the nails, of course, are something else. We can't tolerate any janky application on the nails. So I'm going to need to be much more careful once I get there. Okay. Do we have relatively even glitter? Yeah. It's like right down in there, maybe. Okay. I'm not even going to bother to clean them up. They're not too bad. I got the worst spots with an orange stick. I'll do top coat and then any little other extra bits can come off in the shower. Just have to top coat. Okay, nails. We're going to be wrapping everything up tightly, which includes base coat on the underside of the nail to help with extending the wear. It really does wonders. Like, it's as exponentially better as wrapping and not wrapping your tips. Like, wrapping it to the underside, I feel like is the next step up again. Is it a little bit of a hassle? Yeah. But I think it's worth it. So, yeah, I actually wasn't sure if I had any patching stuff left. It had been so long since I needed to patch my nails, but I did find some that was still, like, usable. Like, I found it and then I was like, oh my god, what is this going to be like inside the bottle? I was like, is it going to be solid? But it wasn't. It was a little bit on the thick side, but not, like, super thick. So hopefully it'll be okay. Okay. Mentioned before, this is Unts. What do you guys say? Unt or unt? Or something else? Yunt? Base 2. I got this once when it was like buy a ready for takeoff and get this for free. And I actually really like this as a regular base. So, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to see. I probably will keep this on until like next Saturday at least. So if you want to see what it looks like after a week. Unt. Potato. Okay. But yeah, it's like a nice consistency, and I mean, most importantly, like it wears well. Especially this one. This is one of the patched ones. Of all the injuries to accrue in a car accident. No, that does not count as an injury. I feel very thankful and lucky that nobody was injured. Are you using Elmer's Clear? Got it. And I'm also, in addition to the underside, I'm doing like the sides and the tip also. And then I'll wrap the tip with color, and I'll wrap the underside again when we get to the top coat. Okay. Really, I did with Elmer's, like regular Elmer's, not the clear, like Elmer's and water mix once, and it was like it worked, but it wasn't great. It was difficult to apply. I forget. It had a couple other problems. I know it didn't wear very well, which, I mean, could say that about the Unt sometimes. But I did not try it again. But the clear, I wonder. Like, obviously it must be something different formulator from the white, because you can't, like, use the exact same formula and have things come out two different colors. So I wonder what is different about it that you can just, like, use it straight up. This ant? I kind of want to try that now. Then it'll be a toss-up between the clear and whatever Christine comes out with. I want that one coat white that she's teasing in her video. Like, the blue was weird when I pulled it out today, but the black, I still have no complaints about the black. This is the other one that has a patch, so I'm really trying to do it good. Yeah, when I did the white, there's an old video out there. It's got to be probably more than 5 years ago at this point. But like, I went through several, I don't know if you want to call them recipes, but like straight up like half water, a quarter water, you know, trying to find a balance that had a good application and like a not horrible dry time. I wonder in hindsight if mixing it with like alcohol or something would have worked better than with water, or if that would have caused a weird reaction, because I mean it mixes with the water because it's water-based glue. It's what would it actually do with the alcohol? I see these little bubbles in here. Get out of there. Get out of there. Is that something else? Okay, don't mess with it too much. Just leave it alone, Colette. Okay. Well, and it is, I mean, it is got to be some kind of something glue or something, because one thing I notice about Ready for Takeoff is that it doesn't dissolve in acetone. Like, if you have residue left on your fingernails, you have to pick it off. You can't just polish remover it off. Whereas, like, the Madame Glam peel-off actually will come off with polish remover. Okay, let's just give this a minute more to dry, and I'll go ahead and put a top coat on my toes. You guys will just have to trust me that they look like a galaxy. I suppose I could post some pictures in Discord later, but I don't know if I really want to do that. Alright. And then the pedicure, the most half-assed pedicure in the world, will be done. No, it's not completely half-assed. I mean, I did base and top coat. Could be worse. You know, I never thought to try that, because, like, usually I'm removing it up here, which is, like, not anywhere near a sink. So I'm just sitting around, like, scraping it. I am, like, so glomming this top coat, you guys, to make sure that the flaky is smooth. Because, like, the flakies are actually big enough that they can be a little bit chunky. Just like a little bit of a textured finish. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh. Like, usually for a pedicure, I would take one of the lamps that I have up here that are like pointed up, reflecting off the ceiling, and I would point it like directly at my foot. Or I'd put my foot up more close, like under the ring light. But since we're not doing that today, just gotta like eyeball it from a couple angles. I'm not self-conscious exactly, although I am a little bit. I have had a couple times where people get weird about, like, requesting things. So I don't know. In Discord is probably, like, the safest place to post it, though, because I know everybody that's in there. It's not full of a bunch of weirdos. Alright, one more big toe. Big toe takes like 80 times more top coat than all the other toes put together. that's pretty good. I think, yeah. Glom. I used to post pedicure pictures on my blog sometimes. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily discount posting it again, but also I don't feel like my pedicures are anything to write home about. Like, they're bad. My pedicures are bad. Do you guys want to be a little bit closer? Excuse me. I was mad because I was looking before stream and I hadn't looked earlier and I couldn't find my pedicure socks because it's actually chilly, so I need Sesh Feet to work quickly so that I can put on regular socks again. Alright, so we're going to start out with one coat black as a base for the magnetic multichrome. Try to keep this, relatively neat around here. It's so opaque. I just like trip out when I like paint it out. It's like, my God, it's fantastic. I've had a couple issues with the brush that I attribute to my own kind of misuse, because I've used it several times for stamping, and when I'm applying stamping polish, I kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm rougher with it than necessarily just a nail application would be. Alrighty. One coat goodness. Coney was finally got her Holo taco. And she was doing a nail art stream today. And she was quite enjoying the one coat black. It's just, I think anybody that's ever like used polish, like even if you've used one coat blacks before, I mean, they exist, they're out there. This one is like, I don't know, something a little special and different. Get out of there. Actually, let's use this side. Like that. Then I'm debating on whether to do one hand at a time with the magnets, or whether to just go for it and do both hands. I'm gonna need to definitely get a timer up, like on Google or something, so that we can count. I think we're going to go with like a 30-second hold to get like a nice strong magnet. It's just, why white balance are you really weird? Okay. It's just black as black can possibly black. Pathological liar. I wonder if it's supposed to be, because like their black is liquid leather. I'm trying to pull down my shirt. I've got like a piece of flesh exposed, and your shirt just like all of a sudden, but like my nails are wet, so had to be careful. So sometimes liquid leather is one coat black. Sometimes it's a little thinner, but like I wonder if if that is actually like supposed to be sheer or if it's just like, I don't know, just bogus. I actually don't have any like intentionally sheer blacks in my collection. Oops. That was clumsy of me. Let's fix that just a little bit. There. Like, because of time, I kind of want to do both hands at once, but because of time, also, maybe that's not a good idea. Oh, there's a beanie here. Like, I can see it. Caught. Where'd the little tweezers go? Okay. It's like, it's invisible at certain angles. Oh. Come on. Fuck. I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're covering this up, but still fuck. Go ahead and say it. This is why we're telling you to do it one hand at a time because you're clumsy. I know. There, we got it. Take a tiny bit of him with you. I already am. I'm sure I'm taking quite a few more hairs than that because he's already had a good nap inside my suitcase. I left it open while I went to go get dinner because I wasn't quite done. When I came back, he was snoozing in there. He knows what's going on. At least he's in good health this year. Last year when I went was when he had just been in that fight and had that wound on his shoulder. And that sucked. I did not like leaving him in that condition. Okay, we'll finish off the thumb. What? Why was that being so weird right there? Oh, like we don't have quite enough. Okay. Alright, I didn't do the greatest of application here on my right hand. I feel like it's sloppy and messy. So, the trick is going to be like holding the magnet. I mean, we're going to want to be close, but not too close. Close, but not too close. And we're going to need a timer. I need more of a timer than that. Oh, maybe a stopwatch. That'll do. Actually, we don't even need it quite yet because we haven't even done the first coat. First coat is not going to be magnetized. First coat is just going to be regular. Well, I don't want you guys to have to listen to it. Plus, I'm going to have to do it for every nail. Okay, so this is Fun Lacquer Harmony. See all those colors in there? It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. And give this one final little slight roll. I see just a little bit of separation there. I wish I could kind of get it to capture. There's like this blue at certain angles. Maybe when I pull out the flashlight we'll be able to get it. Okay. It's so like autumn, like copper to murky green. What color is it for you guys? I need to look in the camera and see. Oh yeah, you guys are getting a lot of the copper. Yeah, coppery to dark bronze. Like, it's got a redness to it. But then it's also like it's got where it shifts into the green. It's really pretty. And honestly, like, not as sheer feeling as the other two. But it might be because we're already starting out with a black base that I'm just not having to see that at all. All right. Camera. On the second coat, we are going to apply the magnet and hold it for 30 seconds. So, nice, thick, nice coat. Oh gosh. Okay. So, how's everybody doing? I feel like if I look away for too long, then I'll like accidentally touch the magnet to my nail. Like, it actually does require my concentration, which is slightly absurd. Like, it's a little bit absurd. And if you don't know, now you know what a magnetic multichrome is. I just remembered this is on here and I should really clean that off. Okay. Okay, so next nail. Nice, thick-ish. Like, not too thick, just thick-ish. Okay. This is so cool, you guys. And really, like, it's tricky. Like, it's tricky to learn to hold the magnet steady, close to your nail, etc. But it's not, like, hard. It's just tricky. And like if you pick, like I just try to pick like a fairly easy angle. I'm like not trying to do anything complicated. Corner to corner, and that helps me keep it even between the nails. Those brushes are so cool. They're like, are they like marketed as mermaid or marketed as unicorn? Or I mean, they seem like something like that. They looked kind of oil slicky from what I could tell in the picture. Like a dark rainbow. Okay, I think... I just think it's so cool. And I thought about, like, do I want to try and get it to set even? Okay, do you see the difference between the pinky, the ring, and the middle finger? How it's, like, settling out just a little bit. I'm okay with that. Like, I could try to set it more quickly by, like, immediately top coating each one afterwards. But the way that it spreads out a little bit when it just, like, relaxes a little bit out of the magnet, I like quite a lot too. Like the sharp look is cool too. Eventually I'm going to do one and try to keep the cat eye as sharp as possible. Or maybe I would just need to hold it in place even a little while longer than I am. But I think it was Musical that suggested setting it in place with like Sèche Vite to keep it real sharp. Okay. This is going pretty well so far. Of course, I say this before we've gotten to the right hand. The right hand is where I ran into problems last time. I think I figured out a way to like hold this though that like helps me maintain it at a good height. I just need to remember and use the same technique on the other hand. Like I'm holding it, see, like with the end over my pinky, and then pinching the head between my fingers so that I can like, instead of just trying to like balance it, like use the pinky kind of as a guide, and I can almost even... Are my words making sense? I'm trying to like show you what I mean because I feel like my words aren't making sense, but it's another kind of nail art thing where you just have to find out what is the most comfortable way for me to hold this or for me to do this. And once you figure that trick out, then oops, that was kind of blurby. Then it becomes much, much easier. And the thumb, of course. I guess I wouldn't want my nails too much longer than this if I was doing magnetic stuff, because the magnet, like at an angle, like only covers so much real estate. How steady you can keep your hand too, I think helps with it setting in place. Like this, the waiting period is basically like you're allowing the polish to dry a little bit and set the design in place. Yeah. I wish I'd gone a little bit farther up on the thumb, I think, but that's pretty good. Like it's a little bit low, but it's good. It's actually fine. So, do I magnet the second hand? Or do I think I messed that up a little bit. I need to fix that. I think I was resting the tip of the nail on the paper towel and it must not have been quite dry yet. Like that. And this, of course it would be this nail. This is like the nail that has the patch and it already looks a little bit weird. And now I like did weird things with the polish. Can I just it'll be fine, especially once I top coat it. I just, of all the nails to have a little bit of issue, of course it's this one. Okay. Whoa. When you pick up a bottle by its cap and the cap isn't screwed on, and then you don't pick up the bottle and then things go horribly wrong. Nothing actually spilled. I just got some on the bottle. Like that much. Okay. I'm gonna take you guys to advice. We're gonna move on now to the Flakie Holo Taco. Excuse me. To make it even mo better, because it's already awesome. Now it'll be mo better. Oh, should I do a flashlight time first? Or actually, this little flashlight. There's some of the gold. Camera. Did I literally just do this? This right here came from the little repair that I just tried to do on the tip of my middle finger. God damn it. It's irritating me. Like, I don't want there not to be black there. Because I feel like it'll be obvious to me, if no one else. So let me fix it again. Like, it's literally just the tip. Like, the wrapped part of the tip that I'm having problems with. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again with the flashlight. Can you screw on, please, top? Squeak, squeak. Ooh, there's some of it. Like it's bringing it a lot more gold. Ooh, there's a little bit of the green. How can I show you guys, though, there's a blue angle. Well, at least this shows, like, the gold and the copper together a little bit more than just, like... Yeah, so this is, like, really the most autumn of all of them. I wish I had a gold Flakie Holo, actually. But regular Holo will have to do. Alright. So, just applying a little, keeping it like relatively sparse. Like sometimes I can tend to be a little bit heavy-handed with the flakies. I mean, they're so pretty. It's not like it's wrong. It's just like, hey, let what's going on underneath also shine through. Also, keep the density similar between nails. Yeah. And now we just instantly have a galaxy. Yeah, I have Golden Enchantment, and I like it, but it's like a regular. It's not a Flakie. I mean, slight instant regret. I just had the thought that I could have used like Guilty on top of this, and that would have really looked good. But it wouldn't have been Holo, so. And I already had decided I wanted to go with Holo. Guilty is Zoya's 24 karat gold flaky polish. And I think that actually, because this is like such warm colors in the multi-chrome, that would have been really nice. But it's literally just gold. It's not Holo. I mean, I don't understand the science behind Holo. Does Holo have to have silver as its base because of like the Holo is based on reflectivity of light? Like, is that how it works? Mm-hmm. That's a pretty one too. I have that one too. It's got more variety in the glitter. Well, it's funny to say that when you're talking about compared to a flaky, but like it's not only got flakies in it, it's also got like small glitters in it. Like they're actually quite different. Like the man with the golden gun and is that what it's called, or is it called the other one? OPI has two. OPI has two, Zoya has one, and I feel like I maybe have one other. Maybe it's Don't Speak. Did I call it Don't Speak? I don't know. I'm really glad I already had decided on this manicure, because otherwise, can you imagine what kind of a disaster stream this would be? I've been having such indecision with my manicures lately. When I come back, though, we're going to get into some October things. And we'll just see. I'm still playing catch up. The video that I posted on yesterday, on Saturday, was my birthday manicure, which is from July. So just to give you an idea of like how far I am behind between streaming and YouTube. So I don't know. We might like catch up almost and then end up getting farther behind, because I'm going to want to jump start into the October stuff as soon as it's October. Yeah. Wait, I'm thinking of Don't Speak. The man with the golden gun is almost identical to Zoya Guilty. And Don't Speak is the one that has different sizes glitters. You know what? Don't trust me. Don't trust me right now. Usually I have an immaculate memory for nail polish related things. Such as, what size of gold glitter did that nail polish have? But right now, I don't feel confident in my recollection. I'm off camera, aren't I? Sorry. Just giving this enough time to kind of set before we get to the sesh feet is also one of the reasons I like cleaning up before top coat. That, and just so that the top coat can really just seal everything in super well. I will honestly, I've been looking forward to this trip for a while, but I will be so glad when it's over. I don't know. I feel like I have so much to do. I don't feel like I've earned this trip, even though it's not strictly a vacation. So I thought it was just kind of weird, you know? It's like, well, I'm taking this time, but I don't really feel like I can take this time, but this time has already been scheduled to be taken. So you might as well enjoy it. Okay, let me get a couple of these with Q-tips, like this spot here on my thumb. All right, this is looking good. When we top coat, we need to remember to go on the underside too. Okay, we're going to top coat this hand also, just to avoid any mishaps. And again, like a nice thick coat of the sesh feet to deal with any possible chunkiness on behalf of the flakies. And sealing in the underside, sides, and tip. And sometimes this does get a little bit of polish, like on that underside of your finger. What I usually do is after I do a hand, I'll try and get as much as I can with an orange stick. But then, like once it's fully dry, it just peels off really easily. So it's not like, it's not an issue at all. It's like, I mean, it's a tiny issue, I guess I should say. It's not an issue at all. It's a tiny and easily resolved issue. And this is just making sure all the edges are done there. That's the patched nail, the middle nail. It'll be a challenge to see if I can get a picture of these that shows off the blue, since the flashlight doesn't really want to show me or help me show you guys the blue spectrum of this. And I know it's all about the angles of the light, and like with the camera in a certain position, I'm limited in what angles of light I can technically capture, but and of course I'm not taking the big boy camera with me on vacation. I'm just taking my traveling camera. So I won't be able to get really good video, but I either can take some when I get back, or I can just take some with the traveling camera, because it's still a nice camera. It's just not quite as crisp and color accurate and lovely as the tutorial camera usually is. Okay, we're gonna give this a minute, like just a brief minute, and then we're gonna start on the other hand. It's so pretty, guys. Shnew. What time is it? 10:30. So we've been going for like a little bit over an hour. I need to decide like what time is reasonable for me to get to sleep and what time I really actually need to wake up in order to leave my house at 4:30. Like I feel like I need to get up at 3:30, and then I'm like, does not compute. I didn't want to get there too late. I didn't want to miss the dinner festivities of the first day. So I went with like the earlier flight. But man, I didn't fully think this out at the time. Especially because you kind of get like half debated when you see the flight departure time, and you forget that the time you really need to worry about is the boarding time. All right, we're going to get started here. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping what it feels like is sometimes I fall asleep and I wake up again and then I do a bunch of stuff and then I go back to bed again. So I'm hoping it feels kind of like that, except I won't be able to go back to bed again. I can rest on the plane. Hopefully, like I said, I can zone out to some music. I have no expectations of being able to sleep on the plane because I've never fallen asleep on a plane, like asleep. Zombie mode at best. I don't even know why. I think it's just like being surrounded by so many people, like so many strangers, uncomfortable, weird sounds. I don't know. What else? Turbulence for sure. Like turbulence. Oh my god, I haven't experienced it very many times, but it freaks me just like literally right the fuck out. Landing and taking off for sure. Don't like either one of those. But in between, luckily I haven't had any like really bad experiences. It's just a persistent like awkwardness. Yeah, exactly. Well, I suppose there's things I could take, but like I don't really want to go there, especially when I'm traveling by myself. Arriving in California good and doped up. Okay, so on my other hand, I was holding this like that. So it's going to be the same kind of a thing. Are we dry here? Yeah. So I should be able to rest that hand like on the table or on the napkin. They didn't wake you for landing? That's pretty weird, yeah. Okay. Magnet time. Nice thick coat. Close, but not too close. Yeah, all the shit you hear about, like, flying, I'm just like, please don't let any of that happen to me. Just let me sit next to somebody else who just wants to fucking sit there and get where they're going. Someone who's not going to have a problem with me being black, or somebody who's not going to have a problem with me being big, or somebody who's not, like, got a baby. Okay. We can roll with that. Not flawless. Not a flawless magnet, but a passable magnet is how we're going to go with that. At least one thing I do is, like, the flight is covered, but I do pay to upgrade my seat to have extra legroom, because I discovered the first time that I flew, that, like, normal size seats are actually, like, painful to me. Like, there's not room for me to even, like, my knees are literally crammed up against the seat in front of me. Like, I'm tall. I don't feel like I'm so tall that I shouldn't fit on airplanes. But I guess that's apparently what economy class is nowadays. So I always just kind of suck it up and pay for an upgrade. I put a ding into my thumb while I was picking up the magnet. And I'm not too happy about it. but I can't look at it because we got to hold this in place. Yeah. Okay, that one is way better than the pinky. Like, it outshines the pinky, but it's fine. And this is actually not as bad as I thought. We can deal with that. Yeah, I don't, please let me sit next to somebody who's had a bath. Please let me sit next to somebody who's not dripping in perfume either, though. Like, just let me sit next to a normal human being, please. That was too much correction. Oh well, by the time we get there, it'll be fine. I'm only 5'8", but I've realized that I'm kind of proportionally leggy. So, like, finding long enough pants is a struggle. And like the first time I got on a plane, like, I literally was taken aback. I was like, I thought people were joking when they talked about like how cramped and crowded planes were, and I like got in the seat and like I'm literally like wedged in there and can't move because like the pitch. Okay, so here's something that like a lot of people maybe don't know. The pitch is the measurement of the seat depth. So like how much legroom you have. That isn't like measured from the front of the seat or even from like where your butt goes in the seat. It's measured from the same point on the seat in front of you. So your pitch starts at the back of your seat, at the behind of your seat, at the part of your seat you're not even sitting on. Do you know what I mean? So that's very deceptive. Number one, like even if you go and like try to look and see how much legroom you have, like if you don't read the fine print and realize that, you think, oh, that doesn't sound too bad. 30 inches, yeah. Well, keep in mind about 6 inches of that is your backrest. You know, it's just, I don't know. But yeah, the couple little extra inches that you do get in, you know, Comfort Plus or whatever the upgrade is for the airline. Oh, I touched it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I touched it though. It's okay though, but oh, I touched it though. I touched it. Why? Oh man. We gotta wait to see how bad the damage is. I mean, like I kind of saw. I don't think it's too bad. Oh my god. Why? Anyway, I think I was just complaining about legroom. The extra $3 that they get your arm and your leg and your teeth and your firstborn children to sit in. Oh, actually, it's fine. I mean, I can see it there. The Holo will take care of it. Like, it's just enough legroom to keep me from, like I said, literally being crammed in there. So usually I'll do that. Once it was sold out and I almost was like, oh my god, I'm going to be sitting here for 4 hours and I'm not even going to be able to walk by the time I get off at the other end. You guess what happened? Motherfucker, I just reached to get like a little bit of... Okay, let's just see how this works. Let's just see. This might be bad. We're kind of filling in that, and we're just gonna remagnet just that section. So clumsy. Story. Continue the story. The upgrade section was sold out, so I ended up sitting in an exit row seat. And those are actually roomy as fuck. But, you know, you have to be willing to sit on the exit row and take that responsibility. And or / roll the dice that your plane won't crash and you won't need to help your fellow passengers exit the plane. And be okay with your chair probably not reclining. But if I have to pick legroom or recline, legroom will always win. I don't know what time I started holding this fix. We're gonna leave that. It almost lines up at the tip of the nail, like really closely. It doesn't quite line up at the cuticle, but like, I think that's better than having that. The initial smudge, I was just gonna leave. That mark from the flashlight, I couldn't tolerate. This watch band is getting loose over here. Okay, we still got this little weird thing. So let's add just a tiny bit on top of here. We'll do the index nail. Whew. The other thing I like about like the upgraded, like the Comfort Plus status, is that you usually get to board first and there's dedicated overhead bin space. Because I usually fly with just a carry-on. So that's like one other additional kind of worry or stress that I don't have to worry about. And as stressed and anxious as I get about traveling, it's just like, you know, it's worth it. Okay, just don't touch the nail. Just don't fuck it up. You only got 2 nails left, Colette. You can do this. Yeah, I mean, I know short people have problems too, but man, one time I was sitting next to this lady, and I mean, she was just so small. I mean, in addition to like not having leg room, the seats are narrow as fuck. Like narrow as fuck. And this lady is sitting with like plenty of room on either side and all this leg room. She was just like so short and tiny. I don't remember what time I started holding this here. I'm losing my concentration so badly, you guys. Passable? I think that's passable. We're calling it passable, you guys. And for this one, just get that lump at the tip out. Oh, I touched it. It's okay. I hope it's okay. Ma. I just want to be done with this manicure now. I've enjoyed these magnetics so much, but right now they're just stressing me out. I don't want it anymore. So like 10 more seconds. Hold it together, Colette. 10 seconds. You can do this. Oh, guys. Okay. There. It's fine. Look, you see it at the... I swear to God. If you think you're clumsy and you can't do nails, sure you can. Just gotta be ready to fix things when they go wrong. Alright, so Holo Taco fixes all problems. Hopefully. Just get this on here. I also haven't been next to anybody that's like obnoxiously drunk, although the one lady had an awful lot of the free little tiny wines that they offer. They're like little tiny individual wine bottles, but they're like they're not even like the size of a beer bottle. They're like shorties. But I don't believe that alcohol would improve my outlook on flying. And I'm super picky about wine, and I don't believe that the free wine that they're serving on the airplane is probably like the most delicious of wines. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to clean up this hand. We're going to top coat this hand. We're going to think about life. My life in particular, and whether I can fall asleep and not think about it for a couple hours. No, it's like almost 11 though. Like, thinking about going to bed this early is really weird, but if I'm getting up at like 3:30 or 4 a.m., I probably should. But can I, is the question. Yeah, free wine. Okay, so, like, I don't know a lot about flying. I don't fly often. But what I have learned is that I kind of prefer Delta, and especially for the upgrade service, compared to, like, United. Like, a lot of times, United's upgrades will say that it comes with, like, in-flight entertainment or something like that. Well, guess what? That's only the case if the plane has in-flight entertainment for you to fucking have. Because my phone is old, so I can't do it on my phone. Maybe that would change my mind again. I don't know. I don't like watching shit on my phone. It's small. Like, Delta's planes are more likely to have, like, the TV in the back of the seat in front of you compared to, like, United. And Delta's Comfort Plus comes with, well, I'm not positive it still does. At one time, it came with, free beer or wine. Wish it came with, like, sometimes they have, like, a couple little mixed drink options. If they, like, had that, like, maybe I would have a little bit of that. Me and vodka get along. Maybe vodka would make me like flying. And you don't have to get up until 6:30. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I know it's going to suck to get up. No matter when. I mean, if I fell asleep an hour ago, it was going to suck to get up that early. I'm really kind of sad that we didn't get to do a little bit more room rando today. It took me a little bit longer than I thought it was going to pack. And I also, like, I know a lot of you guys see stuff live, so you don't necessarily worry about it as much on YouTube. But like I said, I got a tutorial up on YouTube yesterday. And, like, sometimes I'll wait a couple days between posting the tutorial and posting the live stream archive or the extended tutorial. But since I'm not going to be home and I'm not exactly sure what my schedule is going to look like, I have an idea. But I wanted to get it taken care of today. So when I first got up, the first thing that I did was that. And, like, it didn't require any editing, but it just required, like, metadata stuff and, you know, thumbnails, etc. All that crap that is not the funnest crap. And then I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then, I don't know, I was kind of procrastinating a little bit on packing, but I really wasn't. I was trying to be good. I was like, this is what you need to focus on. And then it was, like, getting later, and I was like, well, I need to have a bite to eat before it gets too late, but I wasn't done packing. Then, you know, even though I picked up packing again when I got home, it's never, like, when you're interrupted, it's not just, like, the length of the interruption that you're, like, set back. At least me. It's like you got to kind of get your mind back on track to what you were doing. Yeah, well, I avoid it because, okay, like I said, I thought people were joking about the chairs. I thought people were for real joking about the bathrooms. And when I saw, like, the door to the bathroom, I was like, well, that must go, like, you know, like, that's just the door, and you, like, go around the corner or something, and it's a little bit more of a stretched out area than it appears. Like, no. It's worse than, like, a porta potty on an airplane bathroom. And being tall and being big, like, I'm doing everything I possibly can to avoid having to ever go in there. To do anything. You know, oh my God. I literally was like, are you fucking joking me here? But it's not a joke. It's like, it's not. It's like the way that it is. So, yeah. Well, and especially too because I'm like off my normal schedule, the one thing that I do is I delay taking my morning meds until I get where the hell I'm going. Because one of my morning meds for my blood pressure is a diuretic. Not the best on an airplane. So, go immediately before boarding, go immediately upon landing, and like I said, zone out in the middle. Like, don't just sit there and think about, boy, I hope I don't have to pee in an hour. Like, don't think about it. Please don't think about it. Unless you want to just jinx the hell out of yourself. Like, really, it's like, how did this become the norm? Like, flying used to be glamorous and shit. Now it's like, don't ever need to be on a plane after somebody that barfed, apparently. I keep seeing all these news stories of, this airline tried to force me to sit and vomit. Like, no. You know, like, fuck. Like, please just let me have a regular flight experience. Oh, you've freaked out a couple of business guys. Yeah, no, I usually like make sure that I know where the air sickness bag is located because I can see turbulence could make me vomit. It never has. But like when we take off, I feel that the most in my stomach. Like that. And it's just that momentary feeling, you know. But if I were submitted to turbulence over a long period of time, yeah, might not end too great. Hopefully don't have to worry about any of that shit though. I have my carry-on piece of luggage, and then I have my laptop backpack, which is surprisingly spacious and works as a personal item. And then I have my little tiny small travel purse, which I can fit inside of the backpack if necessary, but usually I pull a little sneaky and I just wear it underneath of my hoodie. Did I do this whole bottom? Did I? I don't remember. Let's redo it just in case. Yeah, so I'll like hide it under my hoodie so I don't have to like put it all the way in the backpack. Just to conform with, you know, one overhead and one personal item rule. Is this well top coated? The patch nail. And then have like just the most important stuff in there. Alright. We are getting close to the end. It's 11 o'clock, you guys. This should be like just getting started stream time. I'm gonna miss you guys. Like, I had that week of the fair of like not streaming very much. And I've got this week where I won't be able to stream. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's good to have that as a reality check to see that it's not like, wow, I'm glad I don't have to stream. Like, I actually do miss it. Leveling off and landing. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it really, I don't know. Flying is weird. This is so pretty. Let me pull out just a little bit. Oh, yeah. There's some more of that gold. Can I? Ooh, you can see more of the holo. Stupid flashlight. Like, even the camera obviously doesn't like the flashlight. Let me get the one on my phone. That's one thing I don't have, because I'm not a fan of the spray sanitizers, but sometimes, yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. Maybe I could pick that up. You know what? This is so dumb. I accidentally updated Instagram the other day and now it doesn't work. And it keeps feeling the need to inform me that it doesn't work. I need to I think I need to uninstall it and find like a previous version. Because y'all know my phone is old. We've had this discussion before. Ooh, that really, wow, the gold. Well, and the holo. Let me zoom back in here. Ooh, like almost a purpley shade of red there. Do you see it? I can't get to the blue though. That gives you like more and like, so okay, so like after there, you see how it starts going like purpley red. It goes from that purpley red into a blue, and it goes from this golden yellow into like almost green. So it goes just a little bit further on both of these spectrums than the camera is really allowing me to show you right now. It's great. I mean, even just like this, even if it was just, you know, copperish red with some glitter on it, it would be phenomenal. But it's multi-chrome with holo. So I really did want to try and continue the room rando, you guys, but I'm going to try and listen to like my more logical brain that says that would be really dumb. I don't know if by Thursday I'm going to want to continue the one that we started, even though it started out as a really good room rando. Might have to wait and see a little bit on that. It's possible. And like Thursday, okay, so like I come back, I think I get back into the cities around like 6 or 7. I may feel like streaming Thursday night, I may not. We might not get to hang out again until next Saturday. So I don't know. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. Oh, he's still going. I think we're gonna head over here, cause he's still going. He's getting close to the end of the run. Wesker, for those of you who do not know, who is a friend to the stream, has been learning 106. Of course, if you are new here and you would like to, or if you're old here and you're just not in my Discord yet, please feel free to join my Discord. It's where stuff gets posted, updates, car accidents, trips, things, informations, food, sales, whatever you feel like sharing. Yeah. Let me also get this raid going. Yeah, I really hope that after the trip that I'm gonna be able to kind of like calm down a little bit and get over this like anxiety hump that I feel like I've been on the last couple weeks, because I feel like the trip is probably the main cause. Just all the what ifs, all the stuff that's out of my control, all the airport shenanigans, all the everything. And, you know, so hopefully things will calm down. But I really appreciate all you guys hanging out through thick and thin and Nick nails and beautiful nail art and video games and all that stuff. So I'm going to get ready and try to go to bed here soon. And yeah, I hope you all have a lovely evening, afternoon, or morning wherever you are, and I hope I'll see you next time. And of course, also to you YouTube people, thank you all for hanging out. I almost nicked a nail.
Colette.
I thought these were dry.
Right,
Yeah, I'm scattered. It happens in live streams because
wow, okay.
there's no script. I never have a script for my tutorials, and I even less have a script for my live streams. But
I had a goofy moment happen in my run, so
if you enjoyed, I hope you'll come follow over at twitch.tv/ColetteMSLP. I'd love for you to hang out with me and my wonderful community. And if you'd like to hang out here on YouTube, things over there. My simple little pleasures for nail art. Colette MSLP, like my Twitch handle if you are interested in gaming. And if you just watched this and enjoyed it, thank you so much. And I hope I'll see you all again next time as well. Thanks for watching.